Just got the next best freaking thing that I wanted to get. Probably you guys know that we're gonna have a brand new hero pet event starting tomorrow that will give us a guaranteed legendary. Now, we're gonna have 15x progressive chances with that, and you might be curious, what champions do we have on the list? Is it worth pulling for while we are going for the guaranteed? If we are one of the few lucky people that still have shards left. Well, we're gonna dive into it in just a second. We have some additional events happening as well. This time around, guys, the Path of the Lost will replace the Summon Rush. So we're not going to have a Summon Rush. We're going to have the Path of the Lost event, which will last from Thursday all the way to Sunday. Now, that is good because hopefully, in the name of the RNG Jesus, the clan boss will give us sacred shards every single day, all the way to Sunday. So we might actually have a chance to complete a part of the event, of course. And that will allow us to basically use more energy to farm more gear in the process as well. We do have a champion training event as well, which actually gives pretty damn good rewards. Now, I hate these events, but I'm very, very tempted to complete this event. Like, the rewards are pretty good. You even get a mythical book, soul stones, essence, chaos ores, legendary materials, epic materials, void shard. I'm not sure if I said that already or not, but this is a good event for whoever has the resources to go for. But I would not recommend you to start doing it today, only if you do work in the tavern. If you want a farm campaign, wait till the Path of the Lost starts tomorrow so you can double dip the points. Very, very important to make the most out of your energy. Even if you're not going for the guaranteed, accumulating some points in here and claiming some extra rewards won't hurt you, right? Then, moving on to the next topic. We have the tournament, the Sand Devil turn attack, the Corossa's tournament attack. I will not do the Corossa till tomorrow when the hero pet starts. So I've done 0 points in here. I am waiting for that event to start so I can actually get points in it. We have a Dragon turn attack starting tomorrow, the Sand Devil that started today, which probably I will be trying to complete today. But the main thing is that together with that Dragon tournament, we're going to have some other events as well. So if we're going to head on to the Plarium Play, you can actually get a bit of a grasp of what rewards you're getting. The champion, you can get a soul, you can get twisted horns, even mythical ones, coins, and books, right? Now, Balar is a pretty interesting champion. I already released a guide on him focused on the Chimera. He will shine in there more than anywhere else. Feel free to check it out if you are interested, if he is worth it for you or not. But let me just quickly bring up the list. So, on Thursday, July 17th, they are planning to launch a 3x event for dropping speed sets artifacts at the Dragon Slayer. On Saturday, July 19th, they are planning to launch a 3x event for dropping provoke set artifacts at Ice Golem's Peak. So look for the drop fever label in-game to know the event is live. These are the champions. Feel free to pause it, take a screenshot if you want, but let's quickly talk a bit about who's worth it and who's not. I think the Cheshire Cat is actually a really awesome one. I would probably love to get him, and most likely he's going to be on my list if I will summon for this event. Overall, a very good champion, very good damage in Hydra, good even in PvP, especially Siege mode, Speed Aura for all battles, the Veil, his damage is based off attack and speed, triple hitter, if he kills Perfect Veil, and you have increased attack, Perfect Veil, extra turn if you kill somebody. And a nice passive as well to keep him alive. So overall, a really solid damage dealer. Probably, at least for my account, out of all of the champions that we have on the list, he is the most wanted, right? Overall, yeah, a nice little kitty. Building-wise, Savage, Stone Skin, Lethal, that's kind of like what you want to get on him. Merciless could be an option too. Moving on to the next thing, guys. We have Coiled Ash Arrow, a good champion. I feel like probably is not like a must-have champion, but he's a nice, interesting champion that can deal good damage, can counter Armans if you're going versus AI, not versus a person that can decide what skill to use, because he can just polymorph him and move on to with his life. But if you go versus AI and he's using the A2 skill, he's going to obliterate him, right? And overall, yeah, good damage from the champion. You don't want to build him on Stone Skin if you're going versus Armans because you want them to get his stir meter down. Now, it's not a problem if he gets a crowd control because he will cleanse that and put the immunity on himself. Then we have Thor Feyhammer, a freaking beast when we're talking about AoE damage, guys. If we're talking about Hydra, if we're talking about Waves, Doom Tower, tons of different things. Even Arena because he ignores, what is it? Block damage and Unkillable. Really nice, and he self-buffs. Not the craziest PvP damage dealer, but he is a pretty damn good one. So yeah, Thor, I think he's worth it. For whoever skipped the fusion, I know you're still salty about it, and you have a sour taste in your mouth rather than salty, but he is a really good champion, right? And I know some people did not have the resources to get him done. I'm still using mine even today in the Hydra team on hard difficulty. Really, really nice. Merciless, that's how I have mine built, and I have the Erratic Coronet Relic on him. Moving on to the next one, we have Tolin, Forebeard. If I would remember what's his freaking faction, that would be great as well. I don't know, man. Like, I personally suck really, really bad with names, okay? And I think... Oh, Tolin was the fusion. Okay. I thought that the name is familiar. Skratch, you idiot. You can't even remember the name of the last fusion. My god. You pleb. Either way, guys. Tolin Forebeard. There we go. He is part of a summoning event. I don't like the champion, okay? I don't think he's going to bring anything crazy, crazy good on any account. He's not bad in terms of damage. He's okay-ish. He does have an AoE attack, which could be nice on a stun for faction wars and stuff. I haven't used him on my account anywhere, okay? I tried basically just to do the videos on him, and he's just guarding the vault. Now, probably, I might be using him in the Curse City if I encounter some harder stages where I need to use him. But of course, that is for me. For a lot of you guys out there, he can be pretty damn helpful on your account. But still, the point that I'm trying to make right here is that he is not worth summoning for during a 15x event, okay? He's just not that champion that I want to get him. I'm going to summon during a 15x. No. If you get him from just randomly summoning and he appears, that's great. If not, you're going to play the game as well as you were playing it before with him or without him, more or less, okay? So I wouldn't go to summon on a 15x event. And now that I dissed the last fusion champion and all of you guys will hate me, let's move on to the next one. And that is Mountain King. Now, he recently got a buff. He can be pretty good in niche situations versus some of the meta champions, especially in the siege mode. He was massive for me in faction wars. I think on stage 20, where you gotta keep all of your champions above 75% HP. And that's mainly because I gave him a fat, thick shield. I'm quickly gonna check if I can show you the build to see if I still have the gear on him. So I'm missing a piece of something right here. Probably I can quickly find it and put it on him just to show you basically how my Mountain King was looking for stage 20 and how much HP I had on him. So this shield was actually really, really massive for me. Okay, we can put that one. I have more crit rate, but I had around 180k HP on him. And the good thing about him is that it's much easier to get a stupid amount of HP like this on him because he has a 31k base HP. And I've just realized my camera is covering the stats, so let me move myself onto the other side. But that's basically how my Mountain King looked for faction wars, just with a different chest piece that probably had percentage and speed on it, but more or less over 180k HP. And he was great for me. He really helped me to soak in all of that damage and don't drop under 75% HP. It was a pretty challenging stage. I definitely did not really enjoy that one, but hey. So if you're asking me, is he a champion worth pulling on a 15x? Only if you're a Pokemon collector. Other than that, no, I would not put him on a 15x progressive chance. Talking about Void champions, guys, we have Georgite the Breaker. Massive for faction wars. Now on stage 21, the boss swaps the HP levels, and if you do not have enough damage, you're gonna struggle to kill that bastard, okay? Like, I think I tried it 5+ times just till I tweaked my team around to be able to kill the boss, and Georgite was definitely the most helpful damage dealer in that team. This skill deals crazy damage. This skill deals crazy damage. This skill absolutely wipes them as well. So he's still a freaking beast. As I've mentioned in previous videos, if we are talking about the top meta, right? He's not there. Like, he's not part of the top meta anymore. But if you're not including the top meta, whales and krakens that have all of the crazy champions, he's actually still really good for PvP and PvE. But for PvE, he's actually overall really solid. Moving on to the next one, Merciless. You want to build him on Merciless, most likely. Onryo Ieyasu. Really solid champion as well for Hydra. But now we have Titus. We don't really care about getting Onryo Ieyasu. Good for PvP, good for Curse City. I haven't really used him in Faction Wars. And that's mainly because I prioritize using Toshiro. I have him available, so I was like a filthy degenerate Kraken. I was like, yeah, of course, let me use my freaking mythical weapon of mass destruction to beat the Faction Wars if I have it. But he can actually work really, really well in that. Now, this passive won't really do crazy damage in Faction Wars, but it's still something that will help you quite a bit. And when we're talking about PvE, PvP, guys, PvE Merciless is king on all of these champions. In PvP, Stone Skin, it will be kind of like required to keep the champion alive. If not, he's most likely going to get clapped. These damage dealers, they are very squishy. Like 14k HP is really not cutting it, right? Then, moving on to the next one, we have Varegran Sun Cursed. Varegran Sun Cursed. Now, who's that champion? Another one that I do not remember the freaking name. And the faction. Varegran Sun Cursed. He sounds like maybe an Ogryn, maybe not. Maybe a Skinwalker, maybe not. Maybe an Orc, maybe not. So I'm gonna have to go from faction to faction on this one, guys. Apologies, some of you guys might remember them better than me, but they are bringing in a lot of freaking champions. And if he's one of those champions that is not really clicking, is not really something that, wow, you know, I'm not really memorizing him, but maybe I even missed the... Actually, that's a freaking epic. I jumped straight to the epics, and I'm looking for the legendaries. Ignore that part. You know what? Ignore that part, because we have Valkanen as the next Void legendary. I forgot that we have epics on the list as well. I would love to get freaking Valkanen because I have a 6-star soul for him. He can be really, really funny with this skill killing an ally. He deals crazy damage. Polymorph is not in its prime anymore, so he could potentially be way more interesting now in PvP. I would love to get him, so I'm definitely going to target him with my 1 or 2 Void Shards that I have available on the account. But hey, all you need is 1 Void Shard, right? Then, epics, guys. We're gonna have Enda Moonbeam, which is being used for the Mikage Fusion. I'm not gonna waste time to talk about the epics. Good for the fusion, that's about it. We're gonna have Fear Gun Isbale from the Dwarves. Good for the fusion. Useful maybe a little bit in the Bommel, but nothing too special for the Mikage Fusion. Then we're gonna have Aeshma, which once again is for the Mikage Fusion. Doesn't really do anything. We have Akemtum, which is actually pretty good, especially for Faction Wars hard mode, to spread debuffs and apply the 10 debuffs that you need on the targets and kill 3 of them like that. Other than that, good for Hydra as well, and yeah, Curse City content like that. And we have Varegran, which is being used for the Mikage Fusion. As soon as I saw him, I instantly clicked it. Yes, he's the Mikage Fusion champion. Then moving on to the next part of the event, because each one of these will last for 48 hours. So this is the first one that we just talked about is Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday is the next one. Prince Kymar on the list, still a freaking powerful champion. Good for speedruns, good for PvP, good for Curse City, good for Faction Wars. Pretty much everywhere, to be honest with you guys. Turn meter, cooldown decrease. I have one built on a shield and one built for damage, because I'm using one in the Fire Knight to speed up the run, and one with Seer. Then, the next one that we have on the list is Queen Ancora. Absolutely amazing support. Good for Faction Wars, good for PvP, good for Curse City, good for Hydra, good for a lot of content. I like her passive, taking the crowd control, giving the getting the Thermiter after, the Speed Aura, Revive, really good Revive actually, and the Cleanse and Shield. The only problem is that she does not heal, right? Other than that, we have Mr. Pythian. Really, really good as well. Very strong for Faction Wars, Curse Series, Clan Boss. Good for Hydra. Good for PvP, especially Tag Team Arena if you're trying to progress in there. Overall, a really, really good champion. And he was a fusion in the past. Then we have Theodore the 7th. Good for the Spider Dungeon. Good for content where you can actually detonate HP burn. Activate the poisons. Good for Chimera for trials because he does bring quite a few things to the table. A nice champion. Yeah, probably if I wouldn't have him, I might target him on an event like this. Then we have Stock the Broken. Stock was a fusion. Really good champion actually. And what I do like about him is this part right here. Good for the PvP strat that I've told you you guys will be using. And we are going to use. And it's still a viable strat. Now, one complaint that I have about this champion is the fact that he does not bring his own HP burn. If he would do that, he would be top notch. But unfortunately, that's the main thing that is lacking in his kit, an HP burn. And that would not make him OP or broken or anything like that. Then we have Tuhanorak, guys. Yeah, I use my Tuhanorak in Faction Wars hard mode 100%. Really, really good, especially versus the boss because of her passive. Good in Hydra. Good in pretty much all of the PvE content. I would say PvP, but that strat is kind of dead. But you can still use basically a Tuhanorak and an Astrolabe to spread the bombs. Overall, a nice champion. And she was given for free to new players with a promo code Desert Queen or something like that. Then we have Warlord. Yes, he's still at war, this guy. Probably he'll be at war for his entire life. Very good champion, even today. So he's a vanilla champion, guys, that got buffed a while ago. A long time ago, actually. He was good before, but then they made him even better. I'm not using him much in PvP. I actually haven't used him in PvP in a long, long time. Only in the Tag Team Arena. Other than that, very good everywhere in the game. He's a very universal champion. You want to build him with high speed and accuracy. Definitely worth pulling for if you don't have him. Now, Fabian is in the game now, which is really, really good too. They are pretty different, but I feel like both of them really strong. So, lockout champions probably are not as desired as in the past, since we got Fabian as a fusion. Really good fusion, by the way. Then we have Venus. Yeah, baby, Venus, she's still nice. Good for Hydra. You can run her in the Chimera if you have no better options. Clan Boss, PvE content. The PvP strat is pretty damn dead with her and Cupidus. But you could potentially run it in Tag Team Arena in lower tiers, right? But overall, a very nice champion. I have mine built on a curse set for Hydra. I have 2 AoE attacks, bang, land a hex, and do some more damage. Then we have Eulfric the Handsome, which is being used in the Mikage fusion, and that's where he should remain. Then we have Ugo, very, very solid epic champion. I've been using Ugo in Faction Wars. I'm not really using her in the Hydra anymore for a long time, but really, really strong. I have one built on an Affinity Breaker set and one on a stun set. But a very good champion. Defense down and block buffs, a bit of a cleanse, healing, etc. Then we have Deacon Armstrong, a really good champion as well. Defense down, Thermiter manipulation, speed aura, good for clan boss to make 2-to-1 ratio teams and stuff like that. Yeah, if you don't have him, worth trying to pick him. We have Downcaller Sabita. That was part of a fusion not a long time ago, actually. I like the champion. I like the increased defense, increased attack. On a 3-turn cooldown on an epic, really strong. The revive with the block damage, decreased cooldowns, and a bit of a heal from the A1 can be really helpful for Faction Wars and progression. And we have Madame Series. I haven't used mine in a very, very long time, but I bet a lot of you guys will use her in Faction Wars hard mode because she will be really good in there. Debuffs, buff strip, the fear, good control overall. That's pretty much it in terms of summoning events for this hero path. We could call it a pretty crazy hero path event because we have good champions on the 15x progressive chances. We have a pretty good champion as a guaranteed in the hero path. You can get his soul. You can get even mythical materials for the relics. So I think, yeah, it is a pretty good hero path overall. Now, we're gonna have to wait and see the requirements. That might change our mind. One thing that I want to mention, guys, I really intended to release a Chimera guide today. I already have the video ready and all that, but I will only release it tomorrow because I have too many things planned for today, and YouTube will not like it when I post too many things in the same day. And I will basically release that guide tomorrow. Now, that's going to be a very comprehensive guide. The video is around 50 minutes long or something like that. I'm breaking it down mechanic to mechanic, how to counter everything. I'm showing you how to do it. So definitely stay tuned for that if you're struggling in the Chimera or you want to learn a few tips. One thing that I want to do before we end the video, guys, is summoning my mythical materials because I'm about to get the freaking crown right now. Oh, actually, no, that's not the event, but I've just got the next best freaking thing that I wanted to get, and I got this freaking Torch of Thalden, which is so freaking busted, and I forgot that they were the faction war materials and not the event ones, and that's why I was thinking about the crown. But if I was realizing what I'm opening before, I was gonna say that this is what I want to get, and I freaking got it, guys. Wow. Okay, this relic is so busted in faction wars, in siege mode, in arena. If you're using a team from the same faction, I've actually dropped a video on this relic, but let me just quickly explain you what it does. Hallelujah to that, baby. I'm super pumped. So wearer has their stats increased by 1% per each ally from the same faction. Hello there, my lizard beautiful team. Maxing this is going to be 5%, if I remember it correctly. So we have 2.5, 3, 4, 5%. Yeah. So 5% per each ally, guys. That is crazy. And I'm not talking about attack, crit rate, crit damage, accuracy. I'm talking about the speed, and oh, baby, I got it. Oh, baby, I got it. I can say one thing. I am lucky, very lucky with my drop rates on mythical relics. I think, even though I'm not as lucky with other things, I think with the relics, the mythical ones, I really cannot complain. Okay, so I have the Volcardia card, which was from the mythical materials that I got from the Chaos Awakes event. It's a shame that was not the actual event one, but hey, it's still a mythical, better than a legendary. I got the Chrono Cube, I got the Death Dealer, and I have the Torch of Thraldom. Now, yes, I only have 4 of them, but I still consider myself lucky, knowing that a lot of you guys open mythical materials and never got one, right? So getting the Torch over the other mythical, which kind of sucks in my opinion, is wow. Now I have no materials to invest in it, but that's fine. By 2030, I'll max it, and then I'll revisit this video and be like, hey guys, I've done it. Either way, guys, super stoked that I've got it. Appreciate all of you guys watching. I will be dropping most likely a hero pad breakdown tomorrow. These are my shards at the moment. I'm not sure how I'm going to pull it off to get the champion and the mythical materials. But hey, I'm going to definitely try. Much love, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.